What y'all on, man? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me, man? Y'all know I gotta ask every time. Y'all know I gotta ask every time. Make sure I don't like to jump off into topics and y'all can't even hear me. Okay. People saying yeah they can hear me. Now I know I ain't tapped in with y'all in a minute. That's why when I'm done on the video, I'm about to make sure that I don't say that I'm gonna come back tomorrow, cause it seems like I got a hard time coming back. You feel me? The next day. Um, Not saying it's hard. It's just I don't know what be going on. I don't know what be going on, man. Um, but yeah, today's story. I think I'm gonna keep this on the funny side. Like even with the fights and all that, like I'm gonna make it um um you know um and also as far as like smoking and a lot of stuff I've been doing for, I'm finna start like doing that stuff after like smoking and all that. If I do smoke, I'm finna be like just like regular with it, for I ain't gonna lie. Like I ain't finna be just doing anything out here for with the smoking thing, cause I think I think they been like limiting my channel for that. Like YouTube been real serious about like what's seen on the camera and what you doing, and even cursing. I think like I don't know what's really going on. You feel me? But they been on that, so I gotta get a little more professional as far as like how I'm doing. But we still gonna flame up, do our thing. But I'ma just probably be out the camera, you know, doing it. You know what I'm saying? Try to tell the stories with a lot less curse words. Because they don't really never give you a reason, but they do like tell you like you know, age restrictions, or any type of ads that's limited. Those type of things that it does matter, because it mess with my bottom line. But yeah, with the stories today, man, I just I've been getting a story about this. Like, y'all want to hear a little bit about like just the collective group, not just stories of different people. Like more about the group, how we was formed, or what we used to be on, how we got our names. Like stuff like that. And you know, stuff like that. So I'm just, I thought that'd be kind of cool today, so we could like, you know, get to the get to that. You feel me? I could let y'all in more about the history of all of us at once. You know what I'm saying? So, really, I'm gonna start off by how we got our names. So, I'm gonna name a couple of the guys, and then I'm gonna tell you how we got our names. So, first of all, um, Bite Down name used to be Bite Bite. When we all was shorties, when he was like 11, his name was Bite Bite. Him and Michi from Front Street was blood cousins. You feel me? Michi was always in the hood. Um, um, but when we was growing up, his name used to be Bite Bite. You feel me? And then we got old. Niggas got to make that transition too. You feel me? Into like them names that our mamas give us, and the names that our family call us, and to the names that we want to be called. You feel me? Like I feel like that's a transition. You feel me? For a lot of niggas, cause like, what if your mama used to call you Pookie? Like, hey, poo poo. Or like, what if your mama used to do that? You feel me? Like, you think you want to be in the streets, nigga calling you poo poo or poop, or fatty man, or like, what? I don't know. What, you might have some weak ass. You might have some weak name. You might have a weak name or something. You might be big. You might be Dookie, Dookie man or something. You might want to get older and be like, no, I don't want to be called Dookie no more. You feel? Oh, BD felt like yeah, felt like nigga be named Stank. Like, oh, nobody want to be Stank when they get old. Stinker man, and all that. No, folks, when we get older now, you want to be you. They talk about doo 600. Man, no. For real though, like a lot of people, y'all be surprised who names like mamas used to, like bro, I'm telling you, like people names be like weird sometimes. Niggas don't be want to be called that when we get older, folks. You feel me? So full name was Bye Bye. He got older, he didn't want to be no Bye Bye. Man, bite down. His name was really Down. You feel me? Be like, hey, what you on, Down? Feel me? Something like that. Bite down though. He ain't on none of that bite when we got older. He was not playing bite on the block. He'd get up with you. He gonna want to box. He just didn't like that. You feel me? So like that was his name. We was a shorty though. You feel me? Um, who else? LA name is like self-explanatory. I feel like you feel me. That's just really his initials. You feel me? That's really just LA initials for Leonard Anderson. You feel me? So you feel me? Folks really just that's how his name come about. You feel what I'm saying? Who else name, man? Lil D in the Trap. So Lil D in the Trap. Lil D that in the Trap name come from really um um that name come from when LA was on that song like Lil D in the truck, pop out, Glock out, he'll kill right now, heard it from a horse mouth. So when that first came out, Lil D for some odd reason thought LA said Lil D in the trap, pop out, Glock out. Like he thought like Lil D thought LA said Lil D in the trap. I don't know why he wasn't selling drugs. But that's what he stuck with. So now when when folks like you feel me, he thought the Lil in the trap the whole time LA said in the truck. You feel me? Lil D in the truck, pop out, Glock out here, kill right now. Heard it from the horse mouth. Um, Just Blow name, his name was Justin, or Justo. We used to call him that. That was really his name, and then after it turned into Blow and Just Blow. It was Just Blow. Then it turned into Blow and Blow the Man, and you know all of that type of stuff. You feel me? Just from I guess from blowing niggas down. You feel me? You know. So 22. See, they we used to call folks Courtney. His name was we like when we was growing up. He didn't even have a name. You feel me? So like his name was Courtney. Then on BD, like when his name was Courtney, then like by Ide name being C Day, it's like I mean by Ide name being like what the Corday name being Ide, it was like alright, we might as well. And I don't even know why it was like okay C Day because both of y'all names start with a C. So if his name, but either way, it was okay. You might as well be just C Day on phone now. So then from C Day, the 22 shots thing coming in. Now the 22 shots when we just started calling them 22 shots, that come from a song with Sosa. When Sosa was on the song and he was like, see, they got 22 shots plus Michael Jordan one through the top. That's 300, 600 shit. Try that. You get pop. I forget the name of that song by Sosa, but that was on Bang. You feel me? And when when that came out, it was just like on phone them like see they 22 shots on phone them like you feel me like see they that was his name now his name see they 22 shots then it turned to 22 shots then it turned to from 22 shots to 22 on phone them so now it went straight to 22 on phone them you feel me went from see that Courtney see they to see they 22 shots and just the 22 on phone them. I ain't gonna lie so who else name man D thing, right? So now we used to call folks his name, like you feel me? Like a lot of the guys, they names used to be what we called them, bro. Like his name was Devon, but that's what niggas called him, Devon, on bro. Um, but after a while, it came like you feel me. Folks got tired of being called his name on phone him, so he like this when he first got the patch. He told niggas like, man, he finna be D thing on phone him. Now when he first said this, man, you, we had already had Dirk brother named D thing at the time. But at the same token, it was like that name was it sounded freaky because D Thing was like a freak a little bit too. Like he like one of them niggas take his shirt off. He had good hair, like all that. You feel me? But when he came, like yeah, I want to be called D Thing. Like that's what I'm finna be D Thing 3 times. I'm just like trying to get with the little D Thing sound. Like you feel me? And it wasn't hidden at the time. I ain't even gonna lie. It was like what you wanna like you wanna be called that? You feel me? Like what's up with that? Like you don't like your name? You feel me? I'm for them grades, so it's like niggas like, oh man, folks, I don't even man, folks, like you feel me? D Rose name, you know, we used to call D Rose I beer his name, or it could have been he used to call himself Chief Easy when he used to be under the Stone Act back in the day. You feel me? He used to be under that Chief Easy on phone. He used to be cheap easy on for them. Then when we like when we got in the streets and shit and niggas was off that porch, it was like he already like I told y'all he was like obsessed with Derrick Rose. Like I ain't gonna say obsessed, but he was a hooper. You know, our Bill was a hooper. So when he hooping, he the only nigga, first nigga I see with D Rose, the Adidas ones on. I mean the D Rose ones on phone like. So when he jumped in the streets, like he was already, you know, a hooper, a Rose fanatic. You feel me? A Derrick Rose fanatic and stuff like that. So when he got hopping in the streets acting bad, it was like you know, he did some, you know, folks was out here on that porch on phone him and and on phone him all he needed was one shot. On phone him he ain't need more than one on game. Like so you know that just played all that summed it up like your name, Lil D Rose, folks. On BD he #1. You feel me on bro? Like that just it was just a lot of little factors, but bro, he was like real. And we could talk about that too. I'm gonna talk about the best hoopers from the block and everything on phone them, the best athletes, all that. We could do that on here on game, like so. Now don't let me forget to talk about that, y'all. Later on when I'm done talking about everything else, cause we got a lot of ballers from our block that'll bust niggas ass for real, like. So who else? McAdoo name came because his real name is Machiavel Sampson. That's his government name. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man, too, on for them. That's his government name, and Mac MAK is just like you feel me? That was one of those type of things, folks. Um, yeah, D Rose was a mo back in the day. Or he was under the act. His mommy and his daddy stoned, so I can't even say he was Mo. That's like when you born into a Christian family. People be like, you know, you do Christian shit, but it's like, did you decide this on your own? Like, is this when he got old enough to decide what he wanted to be? He was BD, so I can't even put that on him. I don't put that on niggas, folks. Cause sometimes you can't help what you born into. Like, that's why I tell a lot of people I was never a Christian because I never chose Christianity on my own. I never chose it. I was born into a Christian family, and they people think by law that make you Christian, but it's like I never been baptized or nothing like that. And when I got old enough to want to discover religion for myself, I discovered Islam. You feel me? I discovered what I wanted, what I gravitated to. You feel me? So with that, like with that, it's like I don't even say folks used to be Stone. I don't say that. I know he used to like love Stone act and all that, folks. You feel me? So it's like I only gonna put it on him. On front of him, I know when he chose to be BD. You feel me? Um, Famous Nero. I don't know how Shark got that name. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you gotta ask Shark. I wasn't around when he created that name. Ain't that's a newer name. You feel me? And that's no shade at bro. It's just I wasn't around when he created that for himself. Like I don't know where the origins of that come from. I'm talking about names from back in the day. You feel me? Um, Rondo, his name was actually on some. His name was kind of on some hooping Rondo type shit too. You feel me? And then to I remember one day, right, D-Thing went to jail and he was already on probation on house arrest, so they ended up locking him up. They was chasing him through the hood though, cause he had a pipe on him. He was trying to get the pipe off him. So now he throw his pipe in the field where it's like grass ain't been cut on the block. You could tell the person, like the people in charge of cutting the grass, they ain't cut it in a while. So D-Thing running for, he running from 12. They surrounding him before he take the pipe, throw it in the grass. Now folks tell, now he go to jail. We don't know till the next day that he threw the pipe in the field with the grass. So now when he called the crib, he like, bro, I threw the pipe. So we like, you ain't go to jail for the pipe. He like, nah, ooh, they violated me for getting, because he was always on papers too. So he got violated, but he was booked. So he telling us like, bro, I threw the pipe in the field. I threw the pipe in the field with the tall grass. Go grab it before it's in there somewhere. So now we going to go grab the pipe. Why we go to the hood for? The grass is getting cut. Like the people who in the grass, like in charge of like the city of cutting the field, they cutting the grass. So now it's me and Rondo. It's a couple more of us for we looking for the pipe. But we knowing like for low key, they bout to found the pipe and we not finding it. So we really finna stop looking for it, folk. He Rondo instantly, after a whole lot of searching, folk through the field, we all searching for the pipe. Rondo come right out the cut with Neen Dane. I think it was like Black Toys Neen Dane. He come out the cut with the 9. Yeah, it's only right. Rondo found the 9. Rondo, you know his voice deep as he Rondo. We 13 years old. His shit was still granddaddy deep. He Rondo found the 9. It's only right I found it. I'm Rondo. On 4th grade, it's only right. On 4th grade, so he found a pipe. We instantly, oh, alright. He now the whole name went from Rondo. It's Rondo to Rondo number 9. Even though he like Rondo did what a noun, it's like no, like he was Rondo. Like he was Lil Clint, and then he went to Rondo. Then he went to Rondo number 9 after he found the 9 on bro on Steve. I remember this day like yesterday. I was laughing at this shit for a minute on phone. I'm thinking we finna take a loss. This little deep voice motherfucker come out the cut. On Steve, it's only right. On Steve, da da da. Oh, no, he wasn't even saying on Steve. What he was saying for? He was saying on something on Folding Gray. He was merching on somebody. I ain't gonna lie. He wasn't even saying on Steve. He was saying on something else on Folding his ass on. Oh, I found that bitch. Oh, damn. Okay. And D-Thing was gone, so he got to hold the pipe down. Like, it was his pipe to, like, you know, that was his pipe for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was toting that through the hood. It was his perso after he found it on Folding because we thought we took a loss. So, he floated through the hood with it on Folding. He found the 9. Now he Rondo number 9 on game. Who else? M-Thing name came from just, just like, D-Thing, how his name came. You feel me, folks? We used to call folks Malik, you feel me? Just call him his real name, too, on guys. And folks ain't want to be called that. And he made his name on bro. So, who else name? Blast. Blast name. For them Blast name, we used to call Blast Man, folks. That we used to call Blast Man, folks. So now, and y'all can help me with this song, right? So when we was calling bro man in the hood, he always been man, little man or man. Feel me? He always been man, folks. This is his name, man. So now, we listen to a song, me, him, Lil D. It's a couple of us in there listening to a track. You feel me? There's a couple of us listening to a little song in there. And Sosa, we listening to Sosa again. We back with Sosa. Nah. We back with Sosa, folks. Well, I mean, we back listening to Sosa. So Sosa's get that, man, blast his ass, then forget. Hey, what song was that, y'all? Somebody please comment and tell me that song. Man, blast his ass, then forget. Hey. For now, what song was that? What song was that when Sosa made? What them lyrics go to? Yes, the score was like 60-24 for real. That saved me. Yeah, that saved me on phone y'all. So we listening to that at Lil D crib. He, man, blast his ass, then forget. Hey, on phone we damn on game. We alright. We damn. We go alright. Okay. he get that. It sound like he talking to me on phone now. It sound like because he's saying man blast him like man blast that nigga. You feel me? So now folk getting that. Folk getting that. All right, that sound like he talking about me. You feel me? Like on game for ooh wee. Oh yeah, folk. So as soon as that, like it was like all right, that's your name now, bro. On phone them like that was your name. That's your name now, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you, folks. So now that's his name on bro. Like that's his name, gang. On Fortnite, that was his name. After that, after man blast his ass, then forget. Hey, his name was Blast him on Fortnite. Um, my name, my name used to be like y'all know my name. People used to call me Monte when I was a shorty, and then when I got in the streets, I just was like knock that shit off. I knocked the mine off, and I just was Tay. You feel me? Like I was just Tay. Yeah. Plus, I thought Tay sounded better. Like I feel like that should have been my name anyway. Anyway, Mo, Mo Trenches News said everybody lost 20 homies. Yeah, we all have lost 20 homies. I don't know no hood that don't got 20 dead homies. They might not claim 'em. You feel me? They might not claim 'em. Who else name? It's a lot of people who name famous F. Famous just he just made he was a shooter for he'll make a nigga famous on phone now. Famous name is famous. That name Seven came from that reawakening shit where he was when he was 7 on the reawakening show with that nigga who killed his mama for 90,000 back in the day. F used to be on that show, and on that show his name was Seven on phone. So that ended up being his name. Boss Moo. Our Moo name, yeah, his name was just Moo on phone. And uh, his name, um, um, who name I was just talking about? Moo, yeah, he was just Moo. Yeah, his name was just Moo, folks. On the guys, his name was just Moo. It seems like, he could sing like that, but we all taking real losses in this. Like you can't even say who losses real and fake. Cause our hooker had 10 and the next hooker had 15, but we lost 10 real members. So it's like that's worth more than another hood 15. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, Mumu, his name was Mumu, and then he was another nigga. He changed his name to Boss Moo. You feel me? S dot name always been S dot. I ain't gonna lie, I can't even say S dot name was anything else. Feel me? Some of the guys' names, they got their names from their family and they never changed them. Like Ingy D, Manny. Manny name used to be Manny Moon. And he just cut the moon off after Manny. You feel me? On the phone him, his name used to be Manny Moon. Manny Moon. Phone him. Who was the athletes in six? Let me answer this before I even get to the rest of my story. Who was the athletes in 600? Because I wanted to put that in the title. So, okay, look. You had the football guys like me. You feel me? I don't even know who else to say after me because I was terrible at basketball. So, I was just a football nigga. You feel me? I played for the Washington Park Redskins. Face was on my team. Face, Lil D, Blad, we all played, but it was like four of them ended up quitting. I was going to practice and doing all that, folks, because I was trying to I was in the streets, folk, but it was a change of scenery for me. Like I was always the nigga who was around, folk, everything I was around, but I never let it consume me. Like even when I was in the streets, bro, I used to leave football practice and go to the block on Steve. Like I ain't gonna lie, like come in the crib, like super sweaty and tired, folk, get in the shower, go to the block. Them guys, like you feel me? But Look, it was me. I was a football nigga, but Face was on my team. You feel me? He ended up staying the longest, folks. But he wasn't a football nigga. I wouldn't classify him because he was a linky, soft ass nigga on phone. So he wasn't even really on the hard body shit. You feel me? But D thing, D thing was one of the real hoopers, folk. Manny, real hooper, real dog. Um, who else? D Rose, real dog, folk. LA said he played football, but he probably played football in the A or something. I don't know where he was at when he was playing. I ain't never seen him play football. I can't even put LA in no sport category on phone. You feel me? But I mean, in no basketball category because I don't know. I mean, no football category. I don't know. But I never seen him really play basketball, folks. So yeah, I played for Washington Park, boy. I'm a redskin for real on phone. So who else? Manny Booker was like that. He used to have handles like Kyrie on phone. He used to be banking niggas on phone back in the day. He used to be having that from the yo-yo on the gas, folk. Um, can Booker and Lil D brother around take go to see something? Yeah, if he with them, ain't nobody gonna play with my cousin, boy, on Steve. I ain't gonna lie. But he was living on the block when it was 600 versus Gyro, and he was Gyro, and he used to bring Gyro niggas to our hood and have them in the crib with him. We'll come in there with Buka, and he'll be in there with Butter and Ki on phone them. Like, bro, he not no goofy boy. He fuck around, come to our hood and treat the fuck out of one of the guys. I ain't gonna lie, folks. He not no lame. Man, he beat ass, boy. You could think he's sweet, but it's not gonna happen. I ain't gonna lie. Ronte don't play. Um, who else, man? Um, who else? Inky D played good at basketball too, but I think that just because he was tall. Like I ain't used to really think he had really too much skill. He's 6'5" and we all 15, so it's like really like bro, you feel me? Of course you got 18 points. You feel me? Because you tall as hell. We ain't getting rebounds or nothing. We ain't even really hit puberty yet. You LeBron James height already, bro. So it's like, oh yeah, he like all right, okay, folks, he was doing his thing. He looked good. You know what I'm saying, looked cool. Um, who else though? C Day was like that. C Day 22, he definitely like that. And Rondo, another one. He like that. Like for them was hoopers. I ain't gonna leave it back. Like for them was hoopers, folks. They was all hooping, except me. Lil D even was a good hooper. For Blast, good hooper. For Lil Steve was not a good hooper. He was actually ass. He used to be we used to be at hooping and this nigga be thinking about how to steal the laptops from upstairs or who phone he finna steal while they playing basketball, thinking it's sweet. Like Lil Steve just doesn't care for nothing but stains. I ain't even gonna lie. Like he just I don't really remember him participating in none of them type of activities when we was kids, bro. I ain't even going back. So, it's crazy to even say that, but like he just didn't, bro. Like that nigga was on a different type of time. Like Lil Steve ain't hooping at all. He wants you to think you could go hoop with folks, so folk them, so he could go in your bag while you hooping. He wants you to drop 30 too. Yeah, go crazy. Lil Steve over there took your whole everything on folk. Lil Steve getting hitting capers on why nigga hooping, folk. Bro, grave. I ain't gonna lie. Who else? There's a couple more niggas I'm missing, man. That was really like that, folk. Let me think about my homies that ain't here no more, man. Shaq, he was a hooper too, for them. Um, who else, man? It's a couple more. It's a couple more, man. It's a couple more niggas, man. I ain't gonna lie. I might be missing some niggas, folk, cause it was some hoopers from the hood that I feel like a bust any other hood. Like, I feel like if any hood wanted to play basketball in my hood, felt like it would really go up. Like, niggas only, I don't think niggas will really want to play basketball, folk. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't think niggas will sized up decent on any, like, a 5-on-5 or 15-on-15, any of that with folks in them. Like, they was just really, they up drop 30 on you and go blow your block down. Look, hey, Lil Boo, he thought he was so decent. His ass was trash on bro. Trash. Trash, folks. Straight trash bag. Um, yeah. So now I'm finna get into some funny little arguments and fights that we used to have, and then I'm gonna give y'all my last story on my first drill, and it's funny, right? So now, bang. Before I before I tell y'all who really fought, let me tell you how I almost fought Blast when we first met, right? So now I'm in the white building, gang. I'm on 6253 South Michigan, right? That's in the building, right? We in the building. So now we shorties, we like 10 or something. Phone or we was shorties though on BD. So I had a mongoose, a green and black mongoose with the stunners on the front and the back. I had stunners on the front and the back. So I used to have a little girl on the back, a little girl on the front. Like, like I used to be finesse. Cause niggas ain't, a lot of niggas' bikes ain't have stunners on the back and the front. You feel me? I had stunners on the back and the front. So I was really getting it. I used to be riding my bike with no hands. The girls would be, oh, you got it. Like, I used to be showing out with my bike. Like, I had them mongooses back then. It was like a car for shorties. Like, if you had a mongoose back in the day, we ain't had no food bike. Or, like, if you had a bike, a lot of niggas ain't have bikes. Niggas had them bikes, them sprint, them bike people be rad. But then when you get them mongooses, you got the pegs on the front of the back, you them. So when you in there, one of those, I go upstairs. I'm upstairs in the crib. I had just went up to grab a sandwich or something. I don't know what I did, folks. So I come back down. So I'm come back down. I'm looking for my bike, man. My bike ain't where I left it, folks. So on BD, soon as I'm looking for my bike, I'm looking trying to see if a nigga play me on my bike. So it's some nigga riding my bike, folks. On BD, a nigga riding my bike through the parking lot in the back of the building. So I'm watching them folk, but I ain't finna go run all the way across the thing. So I'm waiting on him to try to come back this way because I know he ain't finna go nowhere with my bike. But he riding my bike. Who is you? Why you riding my bike, bro? On the gas. So he finally get back right there. Boy, get off my bike. Ooh, we get the bugging up, folk. I'm really finna punch his ass in his eye on phone them grave. Boy, who the fuck you talking to? Then his sister was there. I think his sister was on the back of his bike, or his sister was riding. He was on the back. I forget what he was for. But him and his sister right there, I'm telling him like, boy, I call my sister too. Matter of fact, I'm finna go get Mina right now. Cause his sister right there, they bugging up, have me and my sister a bug up. I'm, wait, hold on, I'm finna go grab Mina. We finna have a whole 2-on-2. Cause y'all wanna be on my bike, boy. On Steve, stop getting this to you. Don't get on my bike, I don't know you, fam. So long story short, we don't even end up fighting and shit. But it's like, that's how we end up locking in. Cause I remember like, oh yeah. It was funny after that, you feel me? I start riding folks on the bike like, all right, come on, fool, you can hop on this bitch, you feel me? Just don't never get on my bike if I don't know you, bro. I don't know you, don't get on my shit like that, you feel me? But that shit low key, we bump heads, but it was like on 4th grade, like that brought us closer. Like when you bump heads, like, cause bro, I ain't gonna lie, nigga be know I be on that on the block, like in the hood, even when we was kids, like I'm not playing, bro. I'm a cool little kid, but do not think I'm sweet, cause I'm a bug up, for I'm not going for none of that. I don't care if we kids, nothing on phone them. I'm not going on phone them, so I and I'm bumping with him. He ain't going either though. You feel me? Like if we probably would have fought, we probably would have hated each other, but we ain't never throw hands. So it's like I remember like, all right, okay, bet say less for one, bro. We ain't end up fighting. Our sisters end up squashing the shit, and we was both hanging in the back of the building. It's like so we gonna see each other. So it's like, all right, we cool, we kicking it. We ain't even on there with each other no more, fool. On the gas, fool. So now I'm gonna tell y'all who actually fought. Now L.A. and by down fought, right? So now before I even tell y'all about the fight, I'm gonna tell y'all that I geeked the fight up. I instigated the fight. I'm bogus. I instigated the fight, folks. I was we was on the block one night, folks, and they was talking about something, and like it was a fat ass little um it was a little thing, folk, like that had dropped out of like nowhere, folk, like a wet ass pamper, folk, on BD, like, and it like hit LA shoe, folks. So now LA thinking one of the guys did it, folks. So him and right now going back and forth on BD. So I'm instigating the shit low key, cause I'm just like I was instigating the shit. I'm sitting on the meet up there. We all sitting on the back of the thing. We just on the back of the truck. I'm damn, folks. So you just gonna let them do that and say all that and woo woo? I'm hyping up LA, you feel me? Like I'm putting jumper cables all in LA for on BD. I swear it was like a soggy pamper or something for I don't know how it hit folks, where it came from. I swear to God, but it came from our direction. He knew I'd never hit him with no shit like that though. So I don't know if him and Bite Down had some little situation prior to this G. But I'm sitting right there because I'm just being messy sometime on bro. When we shorties, I'm just like, damn. So he just said he'll do all that. Y'all really think this? Just right there, just. So why Bite Down? Man, I ain't finna keep he try to fake pimp out. G LA grab a wet pamper for bare hand, smack it, Bite Down and then sit with it, folks. Folk Bite Down, turn around like, bitch, on for me, get to trying to go in on LA for him and LA get the boxing folk on BD LA duck. When they boxing on for them, they punching each other in their face, they duck, grab them, take Bite Down to Six Flags, folk. He grabbed Bite Down, take Bite Down to Six Flags, the Batman on for them, take him to the giant drop, folk, and dropped him on his head on BD. Damn. Ooh, I had to break it up. I felt bad, folk, on Steve, cause I'm like, ooh, now it's like they getting it on, but that slam, I ain't like that, folk. On Biddy, I ain't like that, folk. I ain't like that, folk. All right, like, get the fuck on. You doing too much, man, folk. We got to breaking them up and said, nah, they better keep fighting, man. Y'all know how to keep fighting, bro. It's all good, folk. Bite Down, you got slammed with your shit, though. I seen that. I ain't know about. Hey, me and Bardell was just talking about that recently. He told me, yeah, remember you put the jump cables on LA to make us fight? Yeah, you made them hit me with that pamper, bitch. I be forgetting, fool. I be forgetting, fool. I ain't gonna even lie. I be forgetting what be happening, fool. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Fool hit them with a wet dookie pea pepper or something. So me and LA fought too. I explained this story, I think. This is the day before we shot Taliban with Rondo. We talking. This before like I had really knew his sisters and shit. So we talking about. I think we was talking about Lil Nika. So I think I was telling him like, she look good, bro. You feel me? Like she good. But I don't know what he thought. I don't know if I said. I don't know what I said. And I don't know how did I don't even remember. But I know I ain't call her a bitch. I don't know. But that's what he thought, and he wasn't trying to talk after he thought I said that he wanted to box. Man, like I'm steady telling him like that ain't what I said. I ain't said like that, bro. On the gas, but I'm not about to keep tucking my shit. You steady want to keep acting like you want to bump. I'm phoning this nigga. This nigga, folk. I think he bust me, folk. I ain't even gonna bap, folk. Like I think he bust me. I ain't gonna bap. I might have bust him, but he might have bust me because he was really the one mad. I wasn't even mad until he kept tweaking on phone of me. Fake bust me on phone of me. We get the boxing in the front, boxing in the kitchen. We breaking it up. I'm trying, like, I don't even want to grab, bro, because I know if I grab him, like, I'm a slam folk. But we got a box because he ain't grabbing me. I ain't finna grab him because I feel like when you throwing head up, whoever try to grab who first is the nigga who getting beat up. I ain't trying to grab. He throwing punches. I'm throwing punches back on phone. We packing each other up, but I could tell neither one of us is using our real strength. It's like we fighting with open fists on Steve. We fighting with open fists though. We not even fighting with ball fists. We fighting with like open fists. And guys, I'm facking him up. Fack. He facking me up. Fack. Before I swear to God, I think somebody who broke us up, Gotti. Somebody had to break us up. I had to go outside. I wasn't even trying to kick it with folks on BD. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I had to go outside the crib and for them. Yeah, for he thought he just tried me. Then, LA, he little, so he overly got that. I was little too, but it's like, he thought I was built a little better than him or bigger than him. So he thinking like, niggas think he small and sweet. Like, he not going, he be overly rambunctious on phone. I ain't finna go lie. Y'all better stop doing that, bro. On the guys, bro. For real. For then, like, just like me, niggas in the crib egging it up like folks them. I think Manny them and that egging it up on phone of mom. Man, folk on bitty. Poo-pock, ping. We got the fighting in that. Y'all wanna know who else fought, folk? Now, this was a crazy fight. Booker and Inky D fought. And Booker won. Booker won the fight, G. No cap, that's crazy. For I ain't even gonna take that from him. Inky D, big, overly grown. He was the size he is now. He was the size he was that size when they fought on the gas, folks. I swear to God, folks. Buka, he was the size he is now. He was the same size then, little. For we, it was a day we was all at the Boys and Girls Club. We had one of those in the hood. I had left early, like an hour prior. So I'm at the crib, folks. I'm at Buka crib actually on Steve. I'm over there with Ronte, folks. I'm at the crib. Now mind you, bro, Inky D been knocking out grown niggas bigger than him our whole life, folks. I ain't gonna even cap to you, shorty. So now Buka and Inky D must get into it, leaving the center when it's closing, leaving the Boys and Girls Club while it's closing. So Inky D used to niggas ducking they shit. Buka ain't ducking this shit. He ready. He telling them, well, he bumping with him on the guys. He ready to tweak off him. Folk, I swear to God, folk. Man, folk them, bro. They called my look. Now this the story that was given to me because I wasn't right there. But this is what everybody's saying, so they get to tweaking, folk. Inky D must think he just finna bully folks. He run up on him trying to throw hands for Buka out there throwing like Floyd maybe ducking. Like he putting one of those on Inky D, folks. So Inky D try to grab him, pick him up, folks. Like folks got him in the Nelson, folk. Inky D hitting Buka like this, folk. While Buka got him in the chokehold. Buka got him in the chokehold doing this, folk. Like, folk, he say folk them end up breaking the whole fight up, folk. But whole time it was like, I know Inky D never touched Buka while he was on the floor. Because if he'd have hit him, he'd have put him to sleep. I ain't gonna lie, like he'd have put him to bed. If one of them, like when they first squatted up on Biddy, if one of them haymakers would have hit folks on Biddy, he would have went to sleep. Fight would have been over. So when they told me he never got knocked or whooped or none of that, it's like folks won because if he never punched him. But I ain't gonna lie, when the fight was over, Buka head was hurting for like 3 days. Cause when Buka had him in the chokehold, they was on the ground. Inky D was still swinging up, doing this with his hands, folks. So it's like he really punching Buka in his head hard as hell, but Buka was punching his ass back hard as hell in his jaw and in his eyes. You know, like Buka wanted to win that fight more than Inky D on Fulham, and he beat him. And he had Inky D walking around with a black eye on Steve. Tell you, he was walking around with a black eye. He was walking around with a black eye, folks. I ain't gonna lie. He was walking around with a black eye, folks. Like, and because of that, it was like, wow, it was crazy to me, folks. I'm like, damn. When it came to the crib, um, so who else, folks? AK and 22 fought. Now imagine, folks, when we shorties Drake, right? I'm gonna do a separate AK story, man. But to give y'all a little backstory on AK folk, he was really like the nigga folk. He been in jail our whole life, folk. But when he out, he toting guns, he taking cars, he the one that pill up all the steamers, he the one do all of that. You feel me? Like so, bro, one of them niggas. He a real gangster. Been a gangster since back in the day. So now with me and him, we link up together. We hitting stains, folk. We pulling cables. We taking steamers and selling them for 300. We turning our licks into money, folk. You feel me? Breaking in cribs, just hitting folks, getting the money ourselves. Ourselves. We doing it ourselves, folk. Like we turning it into money. AK from my block. We turning it into money. You feel me? So now niggas from our hood, folk, niggas from our hood, like 22, a steamer is like a stolen car. We getting steamers, we selling them we taking Jeeps, Durangos, whatever, and selling them. So now we getting the cars, we selling them. We doing what we doing. We getting TVs out of cribs, kicking doors and all that, and we selling them. We doing all that. So now at this point, at this point, um, niggas like 22, you know, he always want to get in on something when he see niggas getting some money. So now it didn't turn from me and AK getting up looking for steamers early and um and stuff like that. You know, like it just used to always be him. He got to butt in some way. So now it turned from me and AK going doing this just a 2-man job to him butting his way in. Now it's a 3-man job. So now when me and AK doing our thing, you know, AK he showing me the ropes and he got me doing this. So it's like he trying to do the same thing with C-Day, and 22 want to do what we doing, but he want to do it his own way. Man, folk on the gas, folk. AK was not going for that. I swear to God, we spent like 3-4 days together hitting stains, folk, in the same car together, folk, and they was arguing the whole time on the stains, in the car with the merch, on the way to sell it, on the way to get the steamer, on the way to, man, they arguing. I'm just Steph voice getting so uncomfortable because these two savages, these two rambunctious, crazy niggas, folk, and I don't got time for neither one of y'all to get the overly tweaking. These two niggas that I think are really smoke each other, like these two niggas I know, like they'll blow at each other, like. I don't want to be steady being in a cover child while y'all arguing, bro. On Steve, this is uncomfortable as fuck. Y'all ready to kill each other. Y'all sound like y'all ready to backdoor each other. I'm in the front, y'all in the back, and then on the side of me tweaking all that. I don't rock with it. On gang, I'm not with it, folks. So I'm I'm not feeling the vibe, folks. I'm feeling like they about to smoke each other, and whoever side I pick, I might get smoked too. Like I'm just like, fool. I don't want to hear this, folks. I'm BD. So now, for like day 4 or day 5, for we out and we outside, folks. We outside in the back of one of the guys' crib, folks. On the guys, folks, they get the really tweaking. They man, get out the car. See, they get out the car. We can box right now. Da, 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 da. And they folks, they get out the car. They squadding up. See, they bust bust folks back. Watching them, they grabbing each other, folks. AK like 22 trying to beat AK up, folks, but AK like not going. You know, they throwing it's a weak fight for real. I ain't gonna lie. They fighting like they homies on Foden, like they hard one, then they just want to tweak on Foden. But they both know how to fight. It was just like I don't know who won the fight. So I ended up breaking it up, and I'm just telling Foden, like I ain't gonna lie, for this shit ain't gonna work. I ain't gonna roll. Like y'all need to go ahead, figure out what y'all need to figure out on BD, cause we ain't gonna be able to do this, folks. Like I'm not y'all messing the money up on Steve. Y'all arguing about all type of money that we ain't arguing about money when it was just me and bro. Like now y'all the ones arguing and y'all. I'm already taking a pay cut and I'm no, bro. I'm folding because it ain't gonna work. So now nigga, it just turned from us like having to say no to niggas and let them know like it's over. We got to do this on our own. 22. Who else? I ain't gonna lie, I had to whoop Eli. Well, I ain't even gonna say I had to whoop Eli. I had to fuck him up a little bit. I'm gonna be out to rough Eli up. Cause Eli, one day we sitting in my crib, and it's funny as hell, I forgot all about this, One day we in my crib, and look, Eli, he in it's my man's though, like you feel me? He had the long little silky ponytail and shit. So he he had on what he was on, he in there tweaking with me low key indirectly. I'm damn like I'm looking like, boy, what's up with you? How you too high, son? What's wrong with you? He got up, got in my face and everything. I swear to God, I had to put folks in the closet. Like folks was, I don't even remember how I did, folks. I just remember folks being in the closet on the floor, leaking out his nose. He had to pick himself up on BD. Folks, get up, folks, get yourself together. You tweaking, bro. We ain't on that on BD, like. But you in my crib, in my room, hiding a motherfucker off whatever you off, and you overly tweaking with me, and you get up and get in my face. I'm in this face, like, bro, stop playing with me. What's wrong with you? On bitty phone. Alright, you want to tweak. Oh, God, oh, man, you want to tweak. Boo, bang, bah, boo, bah, bah. Closet. Oh, what he was on, fool? Bitty on. Oh, damn, fool. I don't be with that. I don't like fighting the guys, fool. Don't make me do all that, fool. Bitty, because he was my homie back then. Bitty is like, nah, fool. Don't make me do all that, fool. I ain't on that, fool. Bitty, don't make me do all that. So now, I'm going to tell y'all this brief story about my first drill, man. So this when I knew I was really like that. I ain't even going to lie. And ain't nothing occur on this drill, so I can speak on it. folks. So now one day I'm dry on the block. It's me and folks on the block and shit. And I got like a little revolver on me and shit. I'm shorty. So I'm like, I'm on BD. I'm like, on BD. I'm finna go slide, folks. I ain't gonna lie, it's boring. I ain't putting work in. I'm steady toting pipe. Just finna go slide. So on BD, I'm on the block on 60. I'm fucking, we on Gyro. On BD, it's me and like 5 guys. Folk, I see niggas on the porch on game day, but I see niggas on the porch. As soon as we cross across 61st part, I see niggas on the porch. I already got that bitch out. Before I walk dead up to the porch, me and folks now. Now, mind you, for I'm a shorty. I'm a shorty, folk. On these older ops, like these, the ops, big brothers and shit like that. I don't know these niggas, but it's some of the niggas that I'm with from my hood that used to like go to school with the ops and they know these they big brothers and shit like that. Me, I never want to be one of them niggas that do all this shit and hit innocent people, folks. So I really wanted to. I'm telling folks like, hey, when we woke up, I got my shit already out. Point blank range from their ass. I'm in front of their steps. They all standing on the stairs. It's like older niggas, but I know they most likely from over here. You ain't finna be on this hood, on this porch comfy like this late at night, like, if you ain't from this block. Wow. Look to folks, I asked folks, I ain't even gonna tell you who it was. I asked folks, I saved folks, cause I know he one of the ones, he went to sexting with these niggas. He know that these niggas brothers and them. Man, this nigga, man, is these them niggas, folk? He looking quiet on Steve, looking like he ready to tell me these them niggas, folk. But he don't say it on Biddy. He duck his shit. He say, nah, folk, that ain't them. Man, do I asked him this twice? I asked him the first time. He like looking like he want to say something. He don't say nothing. I'm like, folks, these them niggas, folk. No, this ain't them, folk. So man, folk, this like they crib like in the middle of the block, shorty. I still got that bitch out on me on BD. I got that bitch out because we march through their hood. I might as well walk with this bitch out now. They might pop out and act crazy from one of these cuts or something. I don't know. So I'm walking with that bitch out still. So now we get to the end of the block. Finna cross over to another block. And folks get that, man, well, hell no. Ooh, that's such and such big butterfly. Instantly turn around up that bitch. I instantly turn around up that bitch. Now up that bitch, start clicking, that bitch ain't blow. I'm damn why that bitch ain't blow. Man, I'm funny. I had to put that decock on the back of that bitch. Sorry, I put that decock on the back of that thing. Got tossing that whole porch down. I'm blowing, shorty. When I'm blowing on Lobo, I look to my left, my peripheral, folk. The dicks, folk. They hit the police is hitting the corner, folk. Coming down the one way, coming towards me while I'm tossing. Before I say, damn, so I keep tossing. I ain't gonna lie, I keep tossing. Folk, I take off. Now they coming this way. I'm in the middle of the block. They coming this way. I take off I go the same way they coming from. I go back that way. So they bail out of their cars on foot because they couldn't make a U-turn. The street was too narrow. They bail out of their cars on foot. They get to chasing me. They chasing me from Gyro all the way to my hood. Me and folks to get up out of there. I'm running with the pipe in my hand. I throw that bitch. Before I swear to God, I try to throw it on the roof or something. On 4th grade, that bitch bounced off a brick wall on 4th and flew somewhere. I knew it broke when it hit the building. On BD, I'm running, folks. They trying to catch me. You know, I'm still a shorty. At this time, I got all my air in my wings, lungs. I'm getting up out of there. On BD and shorty, I lose them through the hood. On 4th. Yeah, I had a revolver, boy. That bitch broke. I don't know. It wasn't no 357 new, boy. On 4th, it was something like a 38 or some weak shit. On 4th, boy, that bitch broke. I'm chasing them through the hood. I lose them, boy. On 4th, I'm hearing them on the walkie-talkie. They chasing me back to the block, but I'm leaving them. They on the walkie-talkie. Yeah, we gotta. I'm getting up out of there. I'm getting up out of there. Before they put every cars all through the hood. I was on one of the blocks by the train tracks, hiding on the roof, folks. I swear to God, I remember sitting up there thinking like, man, folks, damn, is this shit? This shit ain't. I don't like this shit, folks. I just got chased by the whole 3rd district, boy, on the guys. I'm hell no, fuck that. But I swear to God, bro, going on drills is like doing drugs or having sex. You get addicted to that shit, and then you'll get addicted to that rush. And I got addicted to the rush of drilling, the rush of like the 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 suspense of doing some shit and getting away with it like that. Like that shit, I fell in love with it. So I can't even say that day was almost went wrong, but it was like, man, for them gray. Was 600 the GD Hood when it first started? No, 600 wasn't. Brick City was. They was GD predominant. You feel me? I won't say all GD because Hood on them from the Met building always been BD, but predominant GD Hood. You feel me? 600, we always been the BDs though. You feel me? But yeah, I'm done. It's been about an hour almost. I'm gonna tap back in with y'all later on this week, man. I love y'all for popping out. Peace.